They call it the Lenovo Legion 7 Slim. In this video, let's unbox it. Now, this is a laptop that is interesting. It has a RTX 3060. It has the Ryzen 7 5800H, but it's slightly thinner than the big brother, which is, just the standard Legion 7. So I'm excited to get this one unboxed, check out some of the big differences, see if there's, just as many fancy features on it. And this one is actually a 15.6 rather than the 16-inch that is the Lenovo Legion 7. So let's dive right into it. Well, that's kind of fun. That slides out like that. That opens up there. Okay, so there we go. So we have our charger block. It looks like a slightly smaller charger block than the Legion 7 standard comes with. The Legion 7 comes with a 300 watt charger block. This is a 230. So if you want to be a little more on the go friendly, this will be a better fit for you. It's going to be a slightly smaller charger block. So you're not lugging around a huge charger block when you're going around your daily activities. Next up, let's check out the laptop. All right, there we go. So we got it out. Nice, comfy, soft packaging. Let's see if we can pull this out here. Oh, wow, that is slim. That is really nice. I really like this so far. That is such a different look. Wow. Okay, so we have vents along the back of the chassis, on the side panels, and then if I'm not mistaken, I'm sure we have a vent along the top cover. Yes, we have a vent along the top. It's not really very prominent. It's a little more sparse, but there is a vent up there. But let me say right off the bat, before we dive into like the full inspection of it, I really like this look so far. I'm going to pull up the Legion 7, standard Legion 7. And as you can see, it's not that much thicker. I mean, it is, I don't know about this. It's pretty thick. So let's do it like that. It's probably maybe a 1/4 inch or maybe a little less. I can't fully tell. I'll link the both sizes up here. But it just feels smaller. It feels less chunky, less intimidating. So if we even put them nose to nose, as you can see, that's quite a bit thinner there when they're nose to nose. Let me pull this back a little bit so you can see. So that's quite a bit thinner. So I really am liking this look. However, I will say that when you actually open up the laptop to look at the screen, so let's put these two screens side by side. What you see here is a little bit taller of a screen, but not necessarily much wider. So let's put the two laptops on top of each other. So they are almost to the T the exact same width. So what you're going to get on the Legion 7 with the 16-inch screen is really just a taller screen, not any wider. So key feature to think about there. All right, so I'm gonna do a full head-to-head review between these two laptops, but I just want to give you guys a quick sample on what maybe some of the initial differences would be between these two laptops. Now, right off the bat, fingerprint mania. So if you're not a big fingerprint fan, well, I am just hurting your soul right now because that is just gross. So fingerprints may not be your favorite thing, so that's gonna be avoided by getting the Legion 7. Not the Legion 7 Slim. But of course, as always, I know, we can just, microfiber our life away and all will be well. See, look at that. But if you don't want to always keep this along with you, that's something to keep in mind. Let's check out the bottom of the chassis here. Looks like we have a little bit of a catch edge. That's something I always look for to see how well the bottom panel is inserted into the side panels. It is a little catchy, not terrible though. It's not a terrible catch, just a light catch there. One thing I'm gonna point out, this is really cool. This is something that's not on the Legion 7s. You have an SD card slot, a full SD card slot. That is fantastic. We have a headphone jack, and then we also have two USB Type-Cs on this side. And then on the back panel, we have a power port and two USB Type-As. So a little bit less ports than the Legion 7, including no HDMI, but we do have an additional SD card slot, and we have two USB Type-Cs, and there is going to be display over USB Type-C on this laptop. So that's going to be a big bonus there. Now, I really like this kind of curved look. It kind of juts in a little bit. I think it's a nice design feature, and the screen actually fits not completely over the entire chassis. So it still has that ledge similar to the Legion 7. So they have a really good reminiscence of the Legion series. They're not kind of straying too far away. It's really similar, but just thinner, lighter, a little more portable. You have an aluminum top cover, aluminum keyboard deck, aluminum side panels and an aluminum bottom cover. So it's an all aluminum laptop. So this definitely stands out so far without even testing it as my favorite of the Legion series. I just like the look of it a lot. It just feels very professional, very on-the-go friendly. Just my opinion, I'm really enjoying it. Not fanboying, of course. I like a lot of different laptops. And then this, of course, has that iridescent Legion logo, which I always think is really cool. So again, am I fanboying? Am I not fanboying? Comment below and tell me if I'm a Legion shill. We'll find out. Okay, next, getting into the laptop. Again, these fingerprints are really kind of offending me. I'm not loving it. Actually, there's less on the keyboard deck, which is a good sign because this is where your hands are going to be the most. And so there's less fingerprints on the keyboard deck, which is a big bonus. Now, opening and closing the lid easily with one hand. It's smooth. It feels very light when you open it. And then when you get near the end there, it magnets shut. So your screen isn't going to be flopping around a bunch. Let's go check out the screen shake. A little bit of screen shake there. Quite a bit of screen shake there. It takes a little bit to slow down. But when you're typing, it doesn't seem like it's going to be an issue. It's going to be continually shaking unless you're really hammering on your laptop. And in that case, I don't recommend doing that. Looks like we have a manual cutoff switch for the webcam, so you know you are not being cyber spied on. Always a big bonus. And then let's go ahead and check out the screen flex. Let's see what we got here. It's the average amount of screen flex as the other Legions. So about the same. And along the bottom there, about the same as the other Legions. So decent. Could you have less screen flex if you wanted a more rigid, stiff screen? But it is a 15.6-inch laptop. It's a pretty large screen. So I'm going to say it's an average amount of screen flex. Now, looking at the keyboard, let's see what we have going on here. We have the numpad on the right side. We have the classic gaming laptop keyboard setup. Good, soft, quiet keyboard. They have a hardened plastic on the keycap, and then we have a nice, large trackpad. Let's check out the trackpad real quick compared to the standard Legion 7. Let's see what we have here. So we're going to pull out the standard Legion 7. Yeah, it's basically the exact same size on the trackpad, so that's a good note. So if you go ahead and get the Slim, you're not forfeiting the good size trackpad. Now let's see how quiet the trackpad is. It's a good, quiet trackpad. Secured to the chassis very well. Really A+ so far on keyboard trackpad configuration, and I'm going to give it a solid A-. I've never even graded laptops before. This is a new thing. Right now, we're grading them. I like it. It's a good assembly, especially if we're talking about all of the Legion series put together. If I'm going to pick one, I mean, just off of this initial impressions, I'm really digging the Slim series here. And we do have the RGB backlit keyboard, so as you can see there on the top, it's going crazy with the rainbow colors, so you have that nice custom functionality available to you. Now, versus the Legion 7, we don't have all that fancy lighting around the edge of the chassis beneath the keyboard deck. Obviously, the Lenovo Legion series here doesn't change colors, so it's a little more stripped down model. It doesn't have all the fancy features as the standard Legion 7. All right, let's go ahead and flip this thing over and check out the upgrade path. As I pull the bottom cover off of the Lenovo Legion Slim, you can see that we have two fans with the heat pipes running through the center. Pretty standard stuff. We have a 68.5 watt-hour battery, so we'll see how well that does keeping charge on the laptop. And then we have a populated SSD as well as an unpopulated SSD. So the option for 2 storage drives in this laptop, but unfortunately, in regards to the RAM configuration, pull this off here, we only have 1 swappable RAM. So when you order this laptop, I would consider ordering it with, maybe the highest RAM possible, because you're only going to be able to swap this one out. Now, if you're curious about the exact pricing and availability of this model, you can head down in the description below and click one of those links. Now, if you do make a purchase with that link, I'll get a small commission, but at no extra cost to you. But of course, that's what keeps this channel alive and the helpful content coming your way. As a whole, as I've been saying throughout this video, this is probably becoming my favorite of the Legion series. Just from a build quality and usability standpoint, it's thin, it's lighter than the other Legions, and it has just a very nice dark mode aesthetic. So I'm really enjoying this laptop thus far. If you don't want to miss the full review, then definitely subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out for that. Otherwise, links if you're ready to make a purchase, and thumbs if this video has brought you some value. I'll see you here in the next one.